the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And it was a deadly start to the new year. What we know about a shooting that killed a teenager outside a metro station last night.
And a Buffalo Bills player in the hospital this morning after suffering cardiac arrest on the field. We are bringing you updates on his condition after that situation in Cincinnati.
And a new Congress, what to expect from opening days of the Republican-controlled House. But first, let's take a live look outside on this Tuesday morning. Here's a look at the Capitol, where we're just a matter of hours away from Congress convening today. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We do want to get right to meteorologist Jackie Layer for a check on your forecast. And Jackie, it was so nice yesterday. Hopefully we can expect the same today.
Well, out there today, we'll see mainly cloudy skies, but those temperatures will certainly be on the warm side. Could even see near record warmth later on this afternoon. But you're stepping out as you're heading back to work and school after the holiday weekend. Again, Happy New Year to everyone tuning in. We're looking at temperatures right now, low to mid 40s off towards the north, 50s, D.C. areas southbound Fredericksburg. You're starting off in the mid 50s right now, or upper 50s down towards Lexington Park. Visibility has been reduced for some, especially off towards the north. So about a mile of visibility in Hagerstown, 2 in Martinsburg, 1 in Kaiser, 2 miles of visibility in Frederick. But as you head farther south, D.C., no visibility issues right now, as well as farther south down towards Culpeper and Fredericksburg. More rain is going to be on the way as we're looking ahead towards later on this afternoon, a chance for a few showers north. More rain, though, expected tomorrow, but still on the warm side. More details coming up. But Shanika's here. The on-point traffic update. I was looking out there on this Tuesday morning.
All right, well, in Northern Virginia, we're still working on this problem here. 95 heading northbound right near 234. That's in Dumfries, so that crash is taking 1 lane and a shoulder. So watch for those flashing lights. You are getting by 2 lanes to the right. Let's flip over to the maps. The rest looks all good. You're still in the green the rest of the way on 95 heading through Woodbridge, Lorton, Newington, Springfield, the Mixing Bowl, 66 east and west, also very clear. The Beltway overall, everything is looking good. From Maryland to Northern Virginia, that inner and outer loop stretch, even on the top side, no worries at this time.
All right, thank you, Shanika. Your time right now is 6:01. Developing this morning, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is in critical condition right now after suffering cardiac arrest and collapsing on the field. This all happened during last night's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Bills players gathered around him to pray as he laid on the field receiving CPR. After 19 minutes, Hamlin was finally put into an ambulance and driven off the field. The game was postponed in a decision by the NFL and the NFL Players Association. The ambulance seen here rushed Hamlin to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, where he remains this morning. The team returned to Buffalo last night, though some teammates, including Stephon Diggs, was seen walking into the hospital after the game. Again, several other players remained in Cincinnati to stay close to Hamlin. Fans at the game visibly shocked at the incident. Some stayed behind to light candles and pray for the 24-year-old. The Bills put out an official statement just a few hours ago, reading in full. Damar Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest following a hit in our game versus the Bengals. His heartbeat was restored on the field, and he was transferred to the UC Medical Center for further testing and treatment. He is currently sedated and listed in critical condition. Hamlin is a Pennsylvania native. He attended high school in Pittsburgh, then played college ball at Pitt, where he earned the team captain honors his senior season. The Bills drafted him in the 6th round of the 2021 draft. He became one of the team's starting safeties earlier this season. We will, of course, bring you any updates we received this morning on his condition.
And a violent night in southeast D.C.
That is right. 5 people shot, 1 dead, all within 4 hours. The most recent shooting happened at the Congress Heights Metro Station, and that is where we find our Lex Wars this morning. So, Lex, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, a 17-year-old is dead after being shot. A 14-year-old recovering from also being shot. That happened right here in one of these bus bays at the Congress Heights Metro Station here just after 10 o'clock last night. Now, a Metro employee actually called in the shooting, and Metro sanitation teams were still here up into the last hour cleaning up from that shooting. Now, the teenager was already unresponsive less than 5 minutes after the shooting happened when police were on the scene. That teenager did die at a local hospital. Police do believe it was a targeted shooting.
I see it too often. I'm tired of having to come to these shootings. We have to learn as a community how to resolve our problems and our issues peacefully and without gun violence.
Well, this shooting was less than a mile away from another shooting that happened just 4 hours earlier at 23rd Street and Alabama Avenue. At that shooting, one man and one teenage boy were shot, and a second shooting just under 5 miles away happened around 6 o'clock, where a man was shot on F Street Southeast. Police are looking for a red sedan that they say sped away from the scene on F Street. Now, all of these shootings are ongoing investigations. For community members, police are asking if they know anything to reach out and let them know if they see something, say something, and also to make sure that they're staying vigilant, keeping their head on a swivel at all times whenever they are out and about in the community. Live in Southeast Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Turning now to Montgomery County, Maryland this morning. Police in Rockville need your help finding a missing 14-year-old from Rockville. Kirill Medviva was last seen around 9 a.m. December 28th. That's last Wednesday near Research Court. Now, Medviva is around 6 feet tall with brown hair and brown eyes. Anyone who may have seen them should contact Montgomery County Police.
And investigators in Loudoun County arrested 24-year-old Agnes Brown, who is accused of stabbing his father to death. Now, this all happened on Twin Oaks Place in Hamilton. Detectives pronounced the father dead at the scene. Brown is charged with second-degree murder and is currently being held without bond. We will, of course, bring you more information as it becomes available.
And your time right now is 6:06 on this Tuesday morning. On Capitol Hill, Congress is preparing for its first session of the new year, where it will elect a new House Speaker and swear in newly elected lawmakers. Now, here's how the vote will work. Choosing a speaker will be the very first thing voted on, since the House is unable to operate without one. As set out in the Constitution, that vote will take place at noon today. Now, both parties have chosen their nominee behind closed doors, but members are not obligated to vote with their party. Members can also elect not to vote for a speaker, lowering the tally required to receive a majority. And once a nominee receives a majority of votes, the gavel will then be passed to them in a peaceful transition of power. A lot of attention surrounding California Congressman Kevin McCarthy ahead of today's vote. Despite winning a closed-door Republican nomination in November, he faces opposition from some members of his own party today. Now, this could allow Democratic candidate Hakeem Jeffries to receive the majority of votes. Now, whoever is elected, the Speaker will act as the House Representatives' administrative head and sit second in line to the presidency.
Protest, recall efforts, and now a conflict of interest ruling all over data centers. Our Max Marcilla has more on the newest developments in the Digital Gateway project from Prince William County.
From action on the streets to action in the courts, the Digital Gateway project that would allow 2,100 acres of Prince William County land to house 27 million square feet of data centers has had no shortage of controversy.
I don't want to be the dumping ground of the data center capital of the world. Virginia is too special to let that happen.
Good job. Now it's driving a special election after Gainesville District Superintendent Pete Candland resigned. He was unable to vote on data center proposals due to a conflict of interest.
It has been a travesty that you have had 60,000 residents go through the biggest land use threats with no representation. It has been an atrocity.
Tonight at Park Valley Church in Haymarket, Republicans picked Bob Weir as their nominee, and they hope their next supervisor.
He is not afraid of Ann Wheeler. He is not another politician. That is the last thing that we need.
Weir will face Democrat Carenza Summer in a special election next month. The district has stayed Republican for more than 2 decades, and these folks believe a Republican voice needs to be at the forefront of the future land use debates. What do you hope they do in the immediate future of this project?
They have to do whatever they can to keep delaying it.
But Janine Lawson and Yesley Vega, the lone Republicans on the board, will still be in the minority even if Weir wins in February. Voters, including former Democrats, with a sharp message to the party.
I helped all of those Democrats get elected. The Democrats are going to lose in Prince William County, which is a very, very important county.
All right, your time right now is 6:09 on this Tuesday morning. Actor Jeremy Renner is in intensive care unit this morning after undergoing surgery for major injuries he suffered during a snowplow accident. Now, the Marvel actor is expected to recover after undergoing surgery. The 51-year-old suffered blunt trauma to his chest and other bone injuries, but no specific details are being shared at this time. Police say Renner was the only person involved in the accident. It happened near the Nevada and California border.
And this morning, the rally car community is mourning the loss of a champion. Kenneth Block died in a snowmobile crash in Utah yesterday. Hoonigans Industry, a media production and sports-inspired clothing company that Block co-founded, confirmed the 55-year-old's death. Authorities say this all happened at about 2 o'clock yesterday. They say Block was riding up a steep slope when the snowmobile flipped over. He died at the scene.